That's what I thought. We'll pass that message along. Station 26, stand by.
Alright, so looks like there's some hail around Henniger. Sorry, had to restart our live stream. Hopefully this does better. So seeing potentially some damaging winds and some hail now along State Highway 75 going into Henniger. Some hail there. That's traveling off kind of to the north, or actually to the west, very slowly. Currently over the Henniger area. So did that fix it?
So far, so good.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought.
If it starts messing up again, I will pass on the message. Station 26, stand by.
Alright, everybody, sorry, I forgot to rescale it again, but hopefully that fixed it. Looking at the storm now, the heaviest part over Henniger right now. About to get some hail there and some very high winds, possibly Henniger area currently. Hopefully we can get all of our followers to come back on here. I do see what looks like some potential for some high winds. Moving past Henniger currently. That's pushing on off toward kind of the Pisgah area and west of Eider. I've got some pretty good wind spikes in there showing up, to be honest with you. That's 50 mile an hour there west of Eider. Let me get that Doppler radar scan up here. It's starting to bow out a little bit, so it looks like that wind speed's picking up. We got a wind spike here west. That's going to be over Schrader, just to the east of Rosalie there. Northeast of Rosalie, got 50-something miles per hour. That's almost, you know, it's pretty high up there around Schrader. So some higher winds there on top of Schrader right now. It's starting to bow out. So just passing Henniger, this is getting on into Rosalie area. Special weather statement has been issued out for Jackson County with that. Some wind gusts 50 to 55 miles per hour, nickel-size hail. That's going to be northeast Dekalb and northeast Jackson County. Till 145. Locations impacted will be Bridgeport, Henniger, Stevenson, Eider, Pisgah, Rosalie, Fabius, and Higdon areas. So some very high winds. Doppler radar is actually indicating winds that high. So that's severe thunderstorm warning now coming out for Jackson County. So stand by for that. Station 58, severe thunderstorm warning going in effect for Jackson County. Stand by. Alright, National Weather Service issued a severe thunderstorm warning for northeastern Jackson County, northeast Alabama, northeastern DeKalb County.
The National Weather Service in Huntsville, Alabama has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for northeastern Jackson County in northeastern Alabama, northeastern DeKalb County in northeastern Alabama, until 2 p.m. Central Daylight Time.
I'll let the Weather Service read it out. I'm exhausted.
The thunderstorm was located over Henniger, or 13 miles northeast of Rainsville, moving northwest at 10 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Henniger, Eider, Pisgah, Rosalie, Fabius, Higdon, and Sulphur Springs. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning has been issued until 2 p.m. Central Daylight Time for the following counties in Alabama, DeKalb, and Jackson.
Alright, get this information caught back up. Indian fireworks, I'm guessing you mean wind. I'm sorry, lightning, guys. I am so sorry. I am all over the place today because I'm so mentally drained from tracking these storms the past few days. It's absolutely crazy. Severe thunderstorm warning for northeastern Jackson, and I need to give that out. Severe thunderstorm warning for northeast Jackson County and northeast Alabama, northeastern DeKalb County and northeast Alabama until 2 o'clock. At 1:08, severe thunderstorm was located over Henniger, 13 miles northeast of Rainsville, moving northeast at 10 miles per hour. 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. Locations impacted: Henniger, Ider, Pisgah, Rosalie, Fabius, Higdon, and Sulphur Springs. Station 58 standing by for any reports. And we got heavy rain at our station right now, so why can't it not just be, why can't it just rain? Why does everything have to be so extreme these days?
Station 51, copy. We got that thing here in Kilpatrick tonight. Fireworks, food vendors, stuff for kids. Hey, y'all want to come out?
10-4. Anybody want to come out and see fireworks? Go check out Kilpatrick tonight. They're up at the fire hall, I'm guessing. But yeah, we got a little shower here at our station just popped up. Honestly, just a big heavy batch of some showers and gusty winds, anywhere from Rainsville to Fife to Pine Ridge, Peaks Corner, Manard area. But up here is where the warning is at. That's really starting to bow out a bit there, and that's going to be that warning in effect for Ider, Shiloh, and Pisgah areas. I wish we had a net control station on our repeater, but we don't. I can't do all this and handle it today. My mind just ain't going to have it. So I'm doing the best I can do here. So areas impacted by that: Pisgah, Ider, Henniger, and Shiloh. Station 15 and Station 28. What have y'all got in Henniger? Anything?
QIR monitoring.
Station 58, I think we're almost on the back side of this storm coming through. But we've had some real heavy wind, a lot of standing water.
10-4, any flooding?
Where's that rain at? I missed the transmission.
It's going to be in Henniger right now. I'm trying to see if there's any flooding over there. Station 58. We're in emergency operations at this point. Keep it to emergency traffic only, please. Station 58 to 15, go ahead with your traffic again. You was broken up a little. And we got another strong storm here. It's popping up on High Top.
I'm fixing to leave work. I'm going to be out riding around. Yeah, there's just going to be a lot of standing water. A lot of the ditches are full at this time. I feel like we're on the back side of the storm. So it's starting to calm down a little bit. It's still raining pretty good.
10-4, you're correct. Y'all are on the back side of it. Alright, so Pisgah, y'all are next in line. And again, there is
I get out and about here in just a few minutes. I'll give you some updates if I run across anything.
10-4, thanks there, 15. Station 51, have you got any updates or anything? Alright, Station 58 will be standing by there. Alright, we got another storm popping up right on top of the high top radar, which is just the craziest thing I ever seen. So special weather statement there. That's going to be a strong thunderstorm will impact north central Jackson and southeast Franklin through 1:30. 12:45 p.m. Doppler radar indicating a strong thunderstorm 9 miles south of Kewan or 11 miles south of Winchester. This storm is pretty much stationary. Wind gusts up to 40 miles per hour and pea-size hail. Locations impacted: Kewan, Anderson, High Top, Sherwood, and Jericho. Alright, so we're going to get back to this warning area and watch it. Seeing some high winds now going kind of toward Rosalie, central area, Pisgah, County Road 58. Seeing some high winds now showing up around the Glenzada area, kind of west of Rosalie and central area, just east of Pisgah. Seeing some high winds showing up on Doppler radar in that area. That's slowly moving on off toward the west, looking like it may try to go toward Martintown, Georgetown, areas like that. Some roads are flooded. Like how deep would you think the roadways are, Tabitha? I'm pass that along. JCMA, we got you in here. Just curious if you made it.
Yeah, I just got my computer up.
All right, 10-4. I got a feeling we're about to get reports.
Yeah, me too.
So I've got reports of flooding. I don't know how deep any of this is or anything, but I've got some public reports of flooding in Fife. Also some public reports of some flooding in Henniger too. I don't know how deep any of that is.
I would imagine that's just nuisance flooding and ponding right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. If anybody sees any roadways flooded, like you got, you know, cars having trouble getting across the road, or you got water running across the road, you know, stuff like that, that would be helpful there. If you know, stuff like that would be really useful. So starting to see some hail show up in this storm here north of Sylvania. So we've got some hail showing up there. That looks like that could be closer to nickel to quarter-size hail there near Browntown. Yeah, I got some indicators on radar with this new storm popping up south of Browntown, north of Sylvania. That could be anywhere between nickel and quarter-size hail according to radar on that one. That's moving west very slowly toward Browntown. Looks like it's right on top of, let me see, what did that say? I think that's like, I can't tell what it says, honestly, but it's near Browntown. Good news is, though, I haven't got any reports of damaging winds yet.
Station 15 are safe.
You have storm damage in Henniger? Tell me that again. Am I reading that right? Like what parts of your house are across the road? Oh, my goodness. Alright, I've got some damaging wind reports coming in from Henniger, particularly to a structure from what I'm understanding. Give me just a second, I'm getting information on that. I'm not able to check Messenger at the moment. Give me just a second, I'm gonna try my best. Carport roof and ceiling. Yeah, I've got some damaging wind reports coming through from Henniger. I'm trying my best to hurry up and get this thing to load up. Alright, so there's been damage to a carport, and that's going to be in the Henniger area. Yeah, there's definitely some damage there. Give me just a second, and I'm going to try my best to pass these along. Alright, I'm about to screenshot these and send these in. Sarah, can I...
Copy that. If you can give me a location, I'll go check it out.
10-4, I'm trying to figure out a location right now. Sarah, Tansy, can you give me your location? I'll have a unit go check it out. So there's some parts of the carport roof is gone, and some of the ceiling is gone too. But yeah, there'll be a unit come check it out, Sarah, and give us some better information if I could get your location or close to it. Lacey Road, Station 15 to this Station 58. That's going to be Lacey Road in Henniger. Lacey Road in Henniger.
Cover that. Do you have an address? You can send it to me on Messenger.
10-4. Stand by. Sarah, send me the address in Messenger private. I'll have somebody come. There's somebody wanting to come check it out. But some damaging winds reports in Henniger as that moved through. Not surprised at all. Alright, that sounds good. Yeah, send that along, but we are getting some damage reports. That's Station 58. I'll have that information in just a second.
Copy.
Alright, so we got some wind damage reports with this. So if you're in Pisgah, go ahead and get to a safer place. Sturdier structure if you're not in one. We do have reports of wind damage in the Henniger area, particularly around Lacey Road. I've seen the photos of it. So some pretty high winds there, about probably 60-something miles per hour. Some damage to a carport and to a structure. That's moving on off toward the Pisgah area, Georgetown, Glen Zeta area. So getting some wind damage reports. I'm working on, as one person, trying to get this information out. It's very hard for one person, so we'll working very hard on that. Special weather statements now coming up for this, but give me just a second to get back to my messenger and take a look. Okay. And I'm going to pause this while I give the address. Alright, so starting to get some more reports of some high winds around Lacey Road and the Henniger area, so may have to give him a phone call. Give me just a second. I've got so much going on. I apologize. And my phone decided it would crash, so gotta love it. So we should have some members going out there right now, checking that out. So I'm glad you took shelter, Sarah. I hope everything's all right. But
Station 15 copy. Station 58. I'll go check it out here in just 2 minutes.
10-4.
I sent it to the National Weather Service, so if you get some pictures, send them to me.
10-4. I'm working on that right now. Getting I'm gonna have to take them with my phone because I can't switch Messenger out, but I'll take them on the screenshot here, send them to you. Alright, give me a sec, everybody. I'm going to try my best to send these over without causing a stream to go down. Come on. Alright, give me a second, everybody. Sign out and gosh, hopefully it don't crash my whole stream. I hope it don't. Y'all bear with me. Again, there's still that severe thunderstorm warning in effect, but I've got 1,000 things going on right now. I'm trying to get this information up. All right, JCEMA is Station 58. Those photos should be in the group chat. All right, so this is moving off toward the Pisgah area, Morris Mill area, Bowman Crossroads, Dutton area, Browntown, all those areas there. We do have reports of wind damage in the Lacey Road area and Henniger as these storms move through. Some minor structure damage there to a carport. That's moving on off toward Pisgah at this point, but there is still severe thunderstorm warning in effect. Some 60-mile-an-hour winds and quarter-size hail. The warnings are going to be for northeast Jackson County, northeast Alabama, northeastern DeKalb County, and northeast Alabama until 2 o'clock. 108, a severe thunderstorm was located over Henniger at 13 miles northeast of Rainsville, moving northwest at 10 miles per hour. 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. Possible locations impacted: Henniger, Eider, Pisgah, Rosalie, Fabius, Higdon, and Sulphur Springs. But mostly, if you're in Henniger, you've probably got some wind and some very heavy rainfall. But the worst of the storm is past at this point. Other than that heavy rain, Pisgah, y'all are just now getting some of the winds there. But y'all's ground reports, we really appreciate them because you help us see what we can't see on radar. I see some high winds now around Pisgah and Dutton with this storm. So some potential damaging winds going through Pisgah and Dutton. I'm also seeing some of these winds look like they're traveling kind of toward Hollywood and maybe Scottsboro here shortly. Okay. Yeah, I've got reports of looks like there's some ceiling pieces to the carports across the driveway and behind some neighbors' houses, so it looks like there's some damage there over at Lacey Road area when those winds came through. It was pretty rough. If anyone could go check it out, just let me know what you see. We got JCEMA Direct on here. You can pass it along. That's Station 58. Yeah, Sarah, I apologize for for that. I hope everything's okay. Just kind of, if anything I can do, let me know. I'd be having a panic attack too if that happened. So I get you. These old storms are crazy. Looks like we got some potential damaging winds over Sulphur Springs. That's moving towards Stevenson, just to the west, kind of toward Fabius, Yucca, Old Fabius area. In that general direction is where we're tracking it right now. So some very high winds over Dutton, Pisgah, going towards Stevenson and Hollywood and Scottsboro. So we'll see if they extend this warning out. But yeah, there's so much I can't keep up with all of it. There's some very high winds going through Skyline right now, going toward Hollywood. This is going to be interesting here. Yeah, I'm not liking how that storm over High Top has got these winds traveling in a different direction. Looks like there's high winds over Skyline with the outflow. That outflow boundary is about to collide with this outflow boundary coming in from DeKalb County, so that's going to be interesting.
Yeah, it's going to get real sporty in just a minute.
Yeah, so we're watching these two outflow boundaries at this point here. We got an outflow right here. We got an outflow right here, and they're pretty much going right at each other, so that's going to be interesting. If we can get storm development in here, we got some confliction with these winds, so there could be some rotating winds start up. If a cell is able to develop, it could rotate quickly, and possibly, now again, tornado threat's very low, but I'm going to say with systems like this, you could get a cell, if one develops, it could rotate pretty quick. So if you're in the Hollywood area, be paying attention. If you're in Stevenson, be paying attention. Scottsboro, be paying attention. Those areas there, be paying close attention. Severe thunderstorm warning northeastern Jackson County and northeast Alabama and northeastern DeKalb till 2 o'clock. At 108, a severe thunderstorm was located over Henniger at 13 miles north of Rainsville, moving northwest at 10 miles per hour. 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, quarter-size hail. Impact, hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roof, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Henniger, Eider, Pisgah, Rosalie, Fabius, Higdon, and Sulphur Springs. So if you're in any of them areas, move to a safer and more secure structure away from windows. You know, this storm has a history of producing some wind damage in Henniger. They haven't added that to the text yet, but I'm adding it to it. This storm has a history of producing some wind damage over in the Lacey Road and Henniger area. So keep that in mind. I'm thinking y'all had a microburst there, Sarah, is what I'm thinking by what I see in the photos. And these things happen quick. Literally, the storm just dumps everything down on you really, really quick. And it happens within a blink of an eye. And you don't really have time to react to it. So that's... And those things are hard to see with radar, honestly. You usually can't see them. So, you know, unless you've got that three-dimensional stuff. And I don't have three-dimensional radar. You know, the 3D images so you can see different layers of the storms, what it's doing. So it's hard for me to say, but there was a warning put out on it, thankfully. There was a severe thunderstorm warning out on that storm. But not a lot of time to really react to it, of course. Severe storms again. Wind damage already in Henniger. There's a special weather statement for us. It extends pretty far out. Strong thunderstorm will impact southeastern Jackson and DeKalb counties through 2 o'clock. At 1:21 p.m., Doppler radar was tracking a strong storm near Sylvania, or 7 miles north of Rainsville, moving northwest at 5 miles per hour. 40-mile-an-hour wind gusts and nickel-size hail. Looks like locations impacted would be... Give me just a second here. I'm missing something. Yeah, they did not give the area. They didn't give the areas impacted. They left that out. All right, so areas impacted by this will be Fife, Geraldine, Shiloh, Rainsville, Powell, Sylvania, Dutton section, Pisgah. Just a big area here. Where there could be some high winds and nickel-size hail. Just a really big area. I'm having to zoom really far out now because we got such a mess. But those asking if there's more coming, we'll probably have more pop-ups today. Hopefully they will give us a break. And I do now see what looks to have been a downburst. Looks like a downburst around Henniger. And you see, sometimes you don't see these things right away. It takes time to actually see them. Also, special weather statement up around High Top, just to the west, seeing some high winds there, going past Skyline for Pleasant Groves and Hollywood and Scottsboro, so we'll keep an eye on that. All right, Sarah, take care. Let me know. Hope you're all right. And there should be some people. There should be one of the guys out there looking around here shortly. Flat rock power going on and off. Yeah, it sounds like there might have been a microburst there in the Henniger area, according to the descriptions I'm getting from people from this one person's house was hit. It sounds like a microburst.
Hey, check out what I just dropped in the chat. It's from Jason Simpson with the Cape values for today.
Oh, Lord, do I even want to look? Do I even want to look? All right, I'm going to check it out.
You probably don't. I just said a lot of four-letter words.
Oh, that's just lovely. 3,000, 4,000. That's just lovely. Just great. So we've got a lot of CAPE in place up here. What what CAPE is, especially anywhere from Jackson County, Northern Marshall County, CAPE values are around 4,000.
I'm super excited right now.
That's crazy. So we're probably gonna have a lot of severe weather today. Oh yeah, looks like a lot of severe weather today. I might take my anxiety medication early.
Right.
It's gonna be a long day, folks. Long day. Alright, we've got those outflow boundaries running into each other at this point. It looks like they're colliding right over Hollywood, and I'm starting to see a little storm develop. When all those crosswinds, we can get a strong enough storm to rotate, pick up. It could start rotating in there. So, well, let's hope not. But it could. I know, Janice. I was hoping to take the day off. Alright, new special weather statement just going up. Let me grab that out, or it may have already been there and I just now seen it. That's a possibility too. Strong thunderstorm will impact northwestern Jackson and southern Franklin counties through 2 o'clock. At 1:19, Doppler radar was tracking a strong thunderstorm near Skyline. We're 17 miles north of Scottsboro, moving south at 5 miles per hour. Wind gusts up to 40 miles per hour and pea-size hail. Locations impacted: Stevenson, Hollywood, Huntland, Skyline, Anderson, High Top, Bass, Martintown, Princeton, and Jericho. I'm losing my voice. Goodness gracious. Winds are starting to pick up at Scottsboro. So let me remind my viewers, if you see hail, give me an estimate of what size you think it is, and give me an estimate of how high you think the winds are. That would be super helpful. No problem, Carla. I'm glad I can do it. Alright, give me just a second. We're going to continue tracking this stuff out. Okay, let's go ahead and start back here. Alright, so seeing some really high winds showing up still around Dutton, Pisgah areas. All that's moving towards Stevenson. Some high winds coming in from Skyline and Hollywood. So y'all are about to feel some odd stuff. If you're in Henniger or Hollywood and Stevenson, y'all are about to feel the winds hit y'all from several different directions. So it's going to feel very odd, which is happening about right now. So just a heads up there. So be paying attention to the weather situation, specifically if you're at Skyline, Hollywood, Scottsboro, Stevenson. Y'all be paying attention because there's some heavy stuff coming in. Alright, see if there's any updates from Huntsville Weather Service at the moment. It still goes in effect till 2 o'clock. At 1:08 p.m., a severe thunderstorm located over Henniger at 13 miles northeast of Rainsville, moving northwest at 10 miles per hour. Some 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. Locations impacted Henniger, Eider, Pisgah, Rosalie, Fabius, Higdon, and Sulphur Springs area. And really starting to see them winds pick up there as they're going toward Hollywood and Stevenson. So they're really starting to pick up a good bit there. So if you're in Hollywood and Stevenson, you get ready for some really high winds if you're not already getting them. That also is the Fackler area, Martintown, and Wanville. And these winds are gusting out ahead of the storms themselves, so you're probably just going to get the wind, and then you're going to get a lot of rain and maybe a lot of rain and hail behind it. Okay. All right, Mikey. Hope I said your name right. If I didn't, forgive me. Mickey and Kevin. Are y'all kind of close to Sarah Tinsley there in Henniger? Just curious. I forgot where she said that. Where she said that was at. But. I'm hoping these storms here take all of our energy out. It would be nice if they would. If they'd go ahead and take it out. Yeah, Lacey Road, that's right. Thanks, Devin. Yeah, near Lacey Road, that was it. A reminder, unless things change after this month, I won't be on YouTube covering anymore. Just a heads up there, unless I could get another sponsor to help us out. I'm hoping I can do that so we can keep the streaming service paid up.
Station 15 to Station 58.
Yeah, go ahead, 15.
I'm going to be en route to that area. I'll just be riding around. I'll get back with you.
10-4. Alright, so this is about to get interesting. This storm near Pisgah, that's that one that just passed Pisgah is starting to get some concerning features about it. I'm really watching these two areas right here as they collide together. So I'm watching a storm at Station 58, watching some storms that's moving kind of northwest or west of Pisgah toward Hollywood and Scottsboro. That's where those two boundaries, or two gust fronts, are colliding. I'm interested to see how those storms behave, but we've got some new development there. It looks pretty intense, so I'm going to be watching for any rotation that might develop if it does. That's Station 58. I'll go on it. Okay, let's see here. Alright, so we got some flooding reports just now coming in too. Yeah, Station 58 gets some flooding reports. It's going to be north of Powell, just south of Dutton. Storm spotter reported some flooding. And as far as our area goes, we got some heavy shower and thunderstorm activity developing over Dawson, Crossville, and Geraldine. Just some gusty winds with that. Forgive me, losing my voice. Some gusty winds with that and heavy rain at the moment. That's all I'm seeing in our area. There is a big special weather statement out, but that's about it right now.
You're right. The storms between Hollywood and Stevenson are getting ready to go severe.
Yeah, that's what I figure. Alright, so we're standing by for another warning due to these two systems colliding here. There'll be another warning going out here in just a minute for Hollywood, Scottsboro, Stevenson areas. So stand by for that. And let me see if I can get one of my sky cams up. Alright, so let's have a look outside at our station really quick. I'm going to have to readjust our sky cam because I forgot I rescaled the image, so now I'm going to have to... That's what we got going on at our station at the moment.
Station 15 to 58.
Oh, come on, radio. Go ahead, 15. This is 58. New warning just out.
Hey, just drove by Henniker Park. There's a pretty good sized tree on a cable line, and looks like in the park area, due to the festival for tomorrow, there's multiple tents that have been blown around. So yeah, it's definitely got windy here in this area.
10-4. We got a new warning out.
Jackson County in northeast.
All right. All right, yeah, this is going to get interesting right here. This is going to get very interesting. Severe thunderstorm warning for north central Jackson County, northeast Alabama until 2:30 at 1:48. Severe thunderstorm was located near Stevenson, or 11 miles southwest of Bridgeport, nearly stationary. Hazard 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, quarter-size hail. Locations impacted: Stevenson, Hollywood, Bass, Fackler, Martintown, and Russell Cave National Monument. If you're in those areas, go ahead and take your precautions there. Get to a sturdier structure. If you're not in one, be a good idea to go ahead and get to one, because these storms are now colliding together. So we're going to watch those. Definitely could be some wind damage in there for sure as they're colliding together. It looks like we got storms literally colliding together right now, right on top of Stevenson. Yeah, we've got some pretty high...
Yeah, that's going to get real interesting because they're colliding and developing at the same time.
Yeah, we've got some really high winds here at our station. Let me move the camera. This is actually some really high winds here at our station. Yeah, we've got some very high winds here at our station, as you can see on the tower cam. Yeah, we've got about 20-mile-an-hour wind gusts here at our station. Alright, I've got to fix the chat really quick. And we're getting some really high winds here outside the station. Some really, really high winds here. Alright, so I can live with that. Alright, so our area of concern now is going to be where this new severe storm warning is at. These two areas of storms are colliding in different directions. So anywhere from Hollywood to Stevenson, if you're in them areas, take your precautions. Cedar Grove area, Fackler, Rash, Harris, Eureka, Allison, Cowles, Carnes, all the way up to Bass, Pleasant Groves, Cooper's Mill, Edgefield, Stevenson, some very high winds there and some hail. So we're going to see if these start rotating. It's very possible with this type of a wind pattern to get rotation with these. So far, not seeing that, but just letting you know what could happen. It's a possibility. I do see some very high winds, though, around Hollywood, approaching Hollywood. Also some gusty winds around Scottsboro, but the highest winds look like anywhere between Hollywood to Stevenson area. Some very high winds there, and we do have multiple areas here with the wind moving in different directions as colliding together. So just an FYI there. That's why that new severe thunderstorm warning went up. But I'll go ahead and zoom it in so it'll pop up some of these smaller towns, hopefully. I wish it would do that without me having to zoom in so close, but it won't, unfortunately. This station 58, we've got pea-size hail here at our station in Skur. I'm off of 160. Okay, we got some larger hail falling now at the station. Let's see if I can pull this camera up. Give me a second. Yeah, it's just embedded hail. My concern, though, is going to be right here. These storms are really firing up. Over Fackler, storms are really starting to pick up. And we've got hail in Geraldine and also hail here at our station around, I'm going to say pea-size hail. Alright, guys, I've really got to pay attention here because these storms are about to get crazy. Alright, starting to see a little bit of rotation around Stevenson. Station 58 starting to see a little bit of rotation start around Stevenson. Some very broad area. Let me check this hail size out. Give me just a second. Yeah, what size? What size? What size hail? We've got between Dime and Nickel Slice Hill, a little bit mixed up, but Dime to Nickel Slice Hill. All right, we've got Dime to Nickel Size Hill here at our station. They're a little bit mixed up, so Dime to Nickel Size Hill here at our station right now. Yeah, a little bit of a hail core on this storm here. It's right over where we're at, around Lakeview and Geraldine. It's starting to back off just a little bit, but let me get back to the area I really need to be watching.
Station 15 to 58.
Go ahead, 15.
I have come to a halt. Got a tree all the way across the road on Dr. John Elliott Drive. I'm having fire paged out at this time.
10-4, thank you, sir. Can you give me that again? Josh, did you get that direct?
Negative, I was on the phone.
15, can you pass that along again?
Tree blocking the entire roadway, Dr. John Elliott Drive. Where's that at? Just above the park, right there at Henniger. To the left.
Fire being paged out to that.
Well,
Got some damage in Henniger still. Roadway blocked. Fire being dispatched here any moment to help get that out of the roadway. Per Eider Fire Department, assisting Henniger. And there's that tone out.
Dekalb 911 to Henniger Fire. We have reports of a tree down on Dr. John Elliott Drive, right there in front of the doctor's office, blocking the entire roadway. 10-4.
24 en route.
10-4.
So yeah, severe thunderstorm warning still in effect. I know we got a lot of people leaving, but there's okay. We've got some very, very high winds coming in here at the station. Give me just a second. Check our camera. We've got some very high winds coming in a very odd direction here at the station. We may be having a downburst. Heads up. Uh, 40-mile-per-hour winds here at our station and Skirham on County Road 160. (40-mile-per-hour gust).
84 BSK, mobile land monitoring.
All right, it's getting pretty rough out there. Yeah, it's getting really bad here at our station right now. All right. This station 58, we got about 50-mile-an-hour wind gusts here at our station as of right now, and still hail falling. Power is flickering on and off at this point. Oh boy. Oh boy.
4717, route.
Alright guys, I'm going to have to get out of this room. These winds are really high. So I'm going to leave the stream up, but I'm going to have to back out. Alright, go ahead and get to the center part of the house. We got a
4718 en route to Cat.
station 58, we got a downburst here at our station. About 50 miles an hour. Tree was fell. Tree was fell.
Dekalb 911 to PAL Fire. We have a tree down blocking the entire roadway. 449 Griffin Street. 449 Griffin Street. Tree down blocking the entire roadway.
All right, y'all, I'm good.
You know about farmers go off. We got a tree down on the line right across the
All right, Sarah, that's good. We're getting some downburst winds here at our station, too. I had to kind of back out of this room because the wind was hitting the window so bad. I didn't like the way that was sounding, so I backed out for just a minute. Thought it was going to bust my window for just a minute. The wind was so rough. This station 58, we've had measured 45-mile-an-hour wind gusts here at our station. All right, so special weather statement on this storm. Wind gusts of 50 to 55 miles per hour, which is very close to what we just had. P to dime size hail, we had a little larger than that. Looks like locations impacted: Albertville, Crossville, Fife, Geraldine, Lakeview, Mickville, Hopewell, Skirham, Lake Gunnersville State Park, and Painter. So some very high winds we had confirmed. 45-mile-an-hour winds here at our station as this storm's moving through. And that's going to be with this storm right here that just moved on through. That's going to be with this storm right here. It looks like that's going toward Whiten, Five Forks, Hopewell, Skirham, Geraldine, Oak Hill, Pendergrass, Rogers, Gilbert Crossroads, Sugar Hill. That's all moving off to the west, kind of toward Asbury. All right, so we're moving back up here to check these storms out. And we got some hail, smaller stuff now. It's not as big as it was. This station 58, what all units do we still have on here? I think everybody has got completely busy.
I'm still here.
Okay. Okay, Roger. I was just making sure. Had some pretty good winds there, 45 miles per hour, and anywhere between, I'm going to estimate dime to nickel size hail, but that's past at this point.
Take care of that, but I'm going to drive down that way, see what it looks like, and holler back at you.
Do we have any other reports coming in?
Not at the moment. I think everybody's hunkered down right now.
I know I was. I had to get out of this room as the wind was whistling through my window. I ain't heard that in a while, and I said, nope, I'm moving away from this window.
I had to cut all my radios back on because we're on backup power.
I know if mine goes down, I'll be down offline, but I can put some backup. I've got a backup power supply under there. I can get on the radio if I have to. This station 58, I'll be standing by for any emergency or priority traffic. very high winds around Hollywood and Stevenson right now. Y'all are really getting hit hard if you're in them areas right now, where you're looking at on the radar here. Hollywood, Stevenson, just a lot of heavy rain, Fackler area. As Josh said, a lot of us are just hunkering down from this, just making sure that we're safe while we're trying to keep everybody else safe too. It's, you know, first storm we've had in many years that produced hail here, so those winds, they were pretty strong. As you've seen on the tower cam, my antenna was really moving. It was moving more than I've seen it move in a while. Alright, so if you're in DeKalb County, if you're in Ider, Henniger, Sylvania, Valley Head, Fort Payne, Rainsville, the storms are out of your area at the moment. Everything is going to be anywhere from Geraldine to Lakeview to Crossville, even going a little bit further west across the Marshall, DeKalb County line there. Looks like around Painter, close to Kilpatrick. Some very high winds with this storm too. Looks like toward Crossville, some very high winds. Lots of lightning with it too. So let me take a look at that hail core really quick. Looks like that is going to be over Whiten, Rogers, Pendergrass, Five Forks, Asbury area, and Hopewell. Also Painter, Pendergrass, Rogers, Whiten, Five Forks, Hopewell, and Asbury. That's where this thing's headed now. It's still over Geraldine too. Oak Hill, Skirham. It's right here, literally at our station. Like right here is where we're at. It's like right here. Special weather statement extended out. Looks like a strong thunderstorm will impact northeastern Marshall and southwestern DeKalb through 2:45. 1:56 p.m. Doppler radar tracking a strong thunderstorm near Geraldine or 11 miles southwest of Rainsville, moving west at 10 miles per hour. Wind gusts 50 to 55 miles per hour and P to dime size hail. Locations impacted include Albertville, Crossville, Fife, Geraldine, Lakeview, Nickville, Hopewell, Skirham, Lake, Guntersville State Park, and Painter. That's with that strong storm there. So we're going to get back up here, keeping an eye on these storms near Stevenson and Hollywood areas.
Hey, neighbor with a tractor come by and pushed it out. They just finished it up, so we cancel everybody, and we'll be back in service.
All right, Sarah, I'm glad everything's all right there. I know there's units right in that area right now. DeKalb EMA is currently having to run off of backup power due to their power being out. So good news is, don't see any rotation yet. That's good. Hopefully it stays that way. But there's definitely some high winds over in there. That is for sure. So it looks like the heaviest part of this storm, and looks like we just got another special weather statement, but looks like the heaviest part is around Edgefield and Cooper's Mill area. Kind of in that area there. Some hail showing up, some very high winds. Another special weather statement has been put out. Let me grab that. And that is going to be strong thunderstorm will impact southwestern Jackson County through 3 o'clock. At 2:09 p.m., Doppler radar is tracking a strong thunderstorm near Scottsboro, moving southeast at 10 miles per hour. Hazard will be some 50 to 55 mile an hour wind gusts and pea-size hail. Locations impacted will be Scottsboro, Hollywood, Powell, Section, Dutton, Langston, Limrock, and Larkinsville. So hopefully this batch will get on through here and it'll take the energy out of the, oh boy. Yeah, I see more off to the fortunately. I hope all that weakens out as it's coming this way, but I'll show you what I'm looking at. Yeah, all that right there out to the east is moving west. So, hopefully it weakens out. All right, let me get that, check that warning out again, make sure. Jackson County, 60 mile an hour winds, that's still correct. Temperature has really dropped here at the station. It's 72 degrees currently. Alright, seeing some stronger stuff pop up around Scottsboro, Hollywood, Pikeville area. Larkinsville as well. Seeing some high winds now past Hollywood. Going on up toward High Top. Also Stevenson, some really high winds there. Dime-size hail. I need to give that report out myself. I'm not so sure this is going to be the end of it, honestly. There's stuff out to the east that's moving west, so I'm not sure that this is going to be the end of it. It would be nice if this will stabilize everything. If the clouds stay in and the sun don't come back out and heat everything back up again, you know, this will probably be it. But unfortunately, I've got a feeling it's going to probably heat back up again. And I'll show you what we got. Let me back away for just a second. There's even more storms developing over Georgia. I wish they would stay out there, to be honest. Hello? Hey. Yeah. 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 Dang. Okay, well, I appreciate it. I hope everybody's all right up that way. Right. Alright, so structure damage is not too bad then. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Alright, well, looks like we got another warning coming up. Alright, Wesley. Be safe, thanks. We'll see you, man. Bye-bye. New warning. Oh, Lord have mercy. Alright, so we got a new warning out. That's going to be for northeastern Marshall County and northeast Alabama and southwest Jackson County. So let me correct this real quick.
Your live page just went down again.
Oh, man. Is anybody able to watch me, or are we having nothing but trouble out of it? Just curious, is everybody able to see me, or... Alright, so my live stream is messing up, you said?
Now it's back up running. Hold on. It's buffing again. Your mom will go ahead and restart it. Let all the viewer know. We'll be right back. Station 26 standing by.
All right.
Severe thunderstorm warning for Jackson.
Yep. Yeah, 10-4 on that. All right, National Weather Service issued a severe thunderstorm warning for northeastern Marshall County and northeast Alabama, southwestern Jackson County, and northeast Alabama until 3:15. At 2:14, a severe thunderstorm was located over Scottsboro, moving southeast at 10 mile an hour. Hazard 60 mile an hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. Areas impacted: Scottsboro, Hollywood, Powell, Skyline section, Dutton, Langston, Limrock, and Larkinsville. So, new severe thunderstorm warning out for those areas. Let me see here. Get that off of there. Okay, so yeah, the internet's really bad today. I don't know, well, obviously, yeah, obviously why, but yeah, there's some pretty bad storms out there causing the internet to really mess things up. Okay. You know, I may have to figure out a way to keep this streaming service going on YouTube, because Facebook has been having so many problems lately. It's not really even worth fooling with. All right, moving back to Scottsboro. Hollywood looks good up to Mud Creek. All right. Appreciate that. But we've got some sporadic winds moving in many different directions, anywhere over Stevenson. And then we've got winds coming back toward Pisgah and Henniger and Eider due to that outflow boundary. Just an absolute mess out there wind-wise. Thankfully, nothing, nothing tightly rotating. Everything is pretty much passing each other, but there is some high winds out there. Wesley called me to let me know that there was mainly siding and paneling and stuff like that to homes. Not really so much roof damage, but other than what we've seen there to the carport, but mainly siding. All the tents that were, just about all the tents that were out there for the event tomorrow are either gone or destroyed. So just an FYI there. If you got a tent or had a tent in Henniger, it's probably somewhere else. And we got a report of a tree down that's on fire in the Geraldine area due to the wind. So sounds like it more than likely either got struck by lightning or it's laying on a transformer and it's caught fire. One of the two. That's my opinion. Now, this is the mess that I'm still watching over in Georgia, and I hope and pray that every bit of that weakens and falls apart. Right, every bit of it. Because we're going to be in for a busy day if not. Hopefully this sun does not come back out. Maybe these 2 layers of storms here will prevent the sun from coming out. I really hope they do. I know I've got to run to get a few things done today. I don't know if I'm going to get to do it. Stevenson County, Georgia. Hello. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Sorry the stream's been a mess today. It's a mess just like I am today. I'm having a pretty rough day today. Trying to do all this and keep my anxiety under control is not very easy. So I've been remaining silent a good bit. But give me just a second here. I tell you, I wish we could go back to the old days where storms produced rain and lightning and that was it. Didn't have to have the whole neighborhood flying by every time we get a storm coming through. I can do without that. So good news, storms are starting to weaken, I'm noticing, and I hope that these storms used up every bit of the energy in the atmosphere. I pray they did. It's 71 degrees, humidity is humidity right now, and I'm hoping to goodness that these get out of here and that's the end of it. Well, I like just a little bit having enough to pay for our streaming service this month, but I don't have enough. So if anyone would like to help us out with that, it's like $30 that I need for our streaming service to keep it going on YouTube. There's our Cash App if you could help out with that. And if not, I understand things are hard. But after this month, we'll be off of YouTube if we're not able to get that took care of this month. So I know everybody's hitting it hard. It's hard to keep all this stuff going. It really is. And I will have to step away for a while here in a little while, and I've got a few things I got to go do, and I hope these storms continue to weaken, or at least give me a couple hours break. So far, it looks like everything might be weakening on out. Still see some high winds around High Top, pretty much anywhere from High Top all the way down to Langston, to Scottsboro, to Hollywood, Stevenson, if I didn't say that already. Some high winds there. I'm hoping all this just continues to look like it does. Keep on weakening on out.
Updated local information. Severe thunderstorm warning. Walker County, Georgia.
Alright, yeah, y'all might have to switch over to YouTube if it keeps buffering. Hopefully we'll be able to clear off here in a minute. Maybe this stuff will weaken on out and get on out of our area. But I'm watching some strong stuff now entering into like kind of north of Albertville, around Double Bridges, Martling, Asbury areas, Alder Springs. Looks like some hail over Five Forks, Whiten area, Asbury. Still seeing a little bit of hail out of that. I hope and pray tomorrow I get to rest and I don't have to mess with none of this tomorrow. Man, sorry guys, I don't mean to complain, but geesh. I'm not surprised if it's lagging, just to be honest. I'm not surprised a bit. Alright, so update everybody. There's still a severe thunderstorm warning in effect until 3:15. Severe thunderstorm warning northeastern Marshall, northeastern Alabama, southwestern Jackson County, and northeast Alabama. Saw some 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, quarter-size hail possible. Locations impacted include Scottsboro, Hollywood, Powell, Skyline section, Dutton, Langston, Limrock, and Larkinsville. Also know if we are away from radar and not live, know that you can get the severe thunderstorm warnings on our page. You'll get them immediately. We pay for a service that allows them to auto-update on there, so in the case that I'm not live, make sure you run over there, run to the page for those warnings, because they'll be to-the-minute warnings. And then, of course, we will try our best to be live, but in some instances where I'm not able to be, that's what will happen there. And I'm still watching this big mess out to the east that's slowly moving west. I hope all this does weaken out before it gets into our area, because it is moving toward our area. Just to let you know, this stuff out of my goodness, out of Georgia is moving off to the west. So all of this is dragging on off toward our direction. So hopefully it weakens out. It's only 70 degrees. Hopefully it weakens out. Yeah, we've lost a lot of viewers, so either everybody got tired of watching or the live stream is lagging and ran everybody away. One of the two. JCMA Station 58. What's the Weather Service thinking about the storms coming out of Georgia? I'm hoping they weaken. Maybe these storms took a lot of the energy out, I hope.
So far, we haven't made it that far yet.
I'm crawling today, so I feel you there. It's taking everything in me to keep this up.
Kilo, Quebec 4, Alpha, Hotel Oscar, Chattanooga, no traffic.
Yeah, it's been a little rough lately.
It's just mentally exhausting. You just want to go to sleep.
You're portable at home.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. I've had less than 3 hours of sleep.
Yeah, I feel you there. I toss and turn just about all night, so I didn't sleep.
Morning for northeastern Marshall County at 2:14 p.m. until 3.
I hope this gets out of here and we can just call it a day. And maybe tomorrow everything will behave.
Hail has been radar indicated. Locations that may be impacted are Scottsboro, Hollywood, Powell, Skyline, Section, Dutton, Langston, Limrock, and Larksville, none of which I think is in Marshall County. However, the very northeast part of the county, east of Grant, west of Langston, are what is expected to be impacted in the next little bit by this storm. Now, there is another cell south of that coming across, tracking north of Iberville toward Gunnersville. Just not intense enough to quite meet the severe thunderstorm warning limit.
All right, everybody.
National Weather Service, and there is a cell currently over Grant as well. This is KD4BGW Net Control, looking for additional check-ins or significant weather reports. Net Control, this is Kilo India 4 Juliet Bravo. I am mobile in Iberville, 75 north.
Yeah, I keep forgetting to not switch the radar on the stream. I keep clicking the wrong button.
KD4BGW Net Control. This is November 2 Foxtrot Yankee N2 FY Danny and Boaz, no traffic. Roger that, Danny, got you on the list. KD4BGW.
But yeah, I'll try to reactivate our streaming service so we can stay on YouTube, because it's obviously important, because it looks like Facebook does not work properly half the time, which is nothing new. I'm noticing a little rotation on one of these storms here, particularly the one near Spell. There's two different storms colliding together there, so I'm watching that very carefully. Okay, I don't know why I did what I did just a minute ago. All right, thanks for watching on YouTube. I appreciate it. Yeah, Facebook is awful, is what I'm hearing. But yeah, if I could have some viewers donate 30, I'd bid to keep this going on the YouTube side of things. That's all I need to keep it going. And there's a way you can do that by Cash App if you'd like. And looks like, let me take a look at something here. Okay, never mind. We don't need anything. Thank you so much, William Tinker, and Colton Ditmore. They just gave me enough to do that. So never mind. Thank y'all very much. So we've got enough to do it now. No problem. That works. So we'll get that reactivated. Thank y'all so much for sending that over. I appreciate it. I'll go ahead and get that reactivated here this evening. Yeah, I keep clicking the wrong radar. I keep forgetting the one y'all are looking at is the one I don't need to be clicking on. I need to click on the one in the background. But honestly, everything's looking fine at this point. Just some lightning, some high winds around the spells. You know, in between Espell and Scottsboro. And as far as the northern parts of Marshall County, northeast part of Marshall County is under a warning, but there's not really a lot going on there, to be honest. The heaviest activity is going to be really around Espell in Jackson County. I'm seeing some high winds now in Espell, Jackson County. It's moving kind of the southwest. They're not crazy high. Doppler radar indicating about 30-mile-an-hour winds. I mean, that's about it. So hopefully these warnings will get on out of here. I'm going to zoom out on the radar everybody is looking at. We've also got some strong storms down here now. I almost forgot these. Seeing some hail around Alder Springs, Double Bridges, Martling and Asbury, Martling and Asbury as well. So some stronger storms there. Nothing severe with that, but there is some hail in it. Now, our next storms that we're watching is coming out of Georgia, and I'm hoping the sun don't come out. And these storms, we're able to keep clouds in here, because if we can get those to move on through peacefully, that will be great. But these storms are approaching the eastern parts of Dekalb. Now they're actually approaching Summerville, Georgia, Tryon, Georgia, Trenton, Georgia, Lafayette. They're moving off to the west, so it looks like they will move into Valley Head, portions of Valley Head, Shiloh, Eider, probably within the next hour, I'm going to say, or more. So hopefully these things weaken out as they move into our environment, considering we've had a lot of rain. It's only 70 degrees. We're somewhat stable here at our station, so if we can keep that up, that would be great. If we can keep that sun out of here long enough for these storms to get through here, maybe we'll be in good shape. Really bad in Fort Payne? I know the nearest storm in Fort Payne is a long ways away. That might have been a mistype. Yeah, thank y'all so much, the ones that gave donations. Y'all gave me just enough to keep it going, so I appreciate it. That was greatly appreciated. I can keep it going now. Yeah, everybody, you might have to switch to YouTube. Facebook is... My opinion, when you let AI control something, what do you expect? You take normal people away that actually know what they're doing, and and put something in control that doesn't know its head from a hole in the ground, what do you expect? I don't really understand these people, honestly, these days. Sounds like we've got some tree damage in our area as well. I know I watched a tree break across the road just a little while ago during the wind. So I heard 68 in Geraldine, very large tree down. Again, I can't confirm exact addresses, but 68 in Geraldine. Y'all kind of hang out and you know, kind of hang out while the first responders are trying to figure out how to get that thing out of the way. It's pretty large. They're toning another department, Crossville, to actually help out with that. So it's a pretty big tree down. County Road 45 is where that's going to be at. So this information, as I've argued with hundreds of people, is very valuable, especially when we're live and we're able to get that information. It's very valuable. I think people are starting to see that just a little bit more. You know, I've had people arguing, well, you don't use none of that during storm tracking and all this bunch of mess, and I'm like, I can beg to differ many different times that I've used it. That's been very valuable. So some people just don't know what they're talking about. All right, so we're just waiting on this in Marshall and Jackson counties to expire, if it's going to. And I swear it looks like it has not moved an inch. Like, honestly, it looks like it is not. It looks like it's literally just hanging out. But lots of lightning with this storm west of Scottsboro, around Espell, Woodville. There's a lot of lightning, a lot of heavy rain with it too, and could be some downburst winds. But again, there is still a warning in effect for that storm. So keep that in mind. That's why we're still alive. Severe thunderstorm located over Scottsboro, moving southeast at 10 miles per hour. 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts to quarter size out. This thing doesn't know where it's going. Let's just say that. It's stationary, I'm going to say. I don't think it's moving. Fort O'Reilly. I've never heard of that area before. What county are you in? Larisha and Bradley. Where are you located? Like what county? I'm not familiar with that at all, to be honest. Are you in Georgia, Northeast Alabama? Daisy, please. Oh, it's in Georgia. Okay, yeah, I'm not familiar with counties in Georgia, to be honest, but I can tell you this. I'm looking, if you're in Lafayette, Georgia, you got some very high winds coming through. Even a little bit of rotation with that, looks like. Yeah, not enough to really worry about. But if you're in Lafayette, Georgia, let's say around Naomi, Corinth, severe thunderstorm warning. Let me just go ahead and read that out. Severe thunderstorm warning is issued for Peachtree City, Georgia, until 3:22 p.m. No. Oh, I'm sorry. Y'all are an hour ahead. At 3:22 p.m., National Weather Service in Peachtree City has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for southwest Whitefield County and northwest Georgia, southeastern Walker County and northwestern Georgia, northwestern Gordon County and northwestern Georgia until 3:45. At 3:22, a severe thunderstorm was located near Mill Creek, or 7 miles southwest of Dalton, moving southwest at 10 miles per hour. 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. Areas impacted: Naomi, Mill Creek, Suits Mill, and Villano. So if you're in any of them areas, you have definitely. The sun is not out at our station. Knock on wood. If we can keep this up when these storms move on through, hopefully they'll weaken out. Hopefully this warning will cancel shortly.
We have an active net, so I was going to check in. I'm mobile in Gunnersville, no traffic. Roger, got you mobile in Gunnersville, KD4, BJW.
So I'm thinking there's definitely going to be some flooding in this area around Scottsboro, Aspell, Langston. This thing is just hanging out. West of Scottsboro particularly, it's just hanging out. I believe this warning will be dropped pretty shortly, hopefully.
Got you on list, Tom. KD4, BJW, net control. Thanks, dude.
Let me see if my camera survived that storm. Okay, looks fine. I think he means Fort Alger. Oh, okay. New warning going up for Lafayette, Georgia. Just a heads up there. But there's a big line. I mean, it's a really big line. So I can tell you that. Really big line anywhere from, okay, I've got you right here. Just seen it pop up.
Probably a good time for an update. The storm that
So very nasty stuff, yes, in that area. Some high winds. Special weather statement is in effect for that area. So y'all got some very high winds and very heavy rain.
Sort of slow, not very intense. The reason we're under severe thunderstorm warning, though, is the storm that's mostly in Jackson County. There's some parts of it around Grant. Somewhat
Storm finally moving west now. Lots of heavy rain with it.
So that storm is tracking slowly to the southwest. The most intense and largest part of it is on up at the
starting to see some higher winds enter Paint Rock and Woodville.
Severe thunderstorm warning expires in 31 minutes. KD4, BJW.
Yeah, we've got some modest clouds showing up. Let me bring the sky cam up. We've got some modest clouds showing up on the camera. That's very, very beautiful shot there. Some modest clouds showing up behind these strong storms as they push on through. So very beautiful little bubbles. I'm not liking the way those clouds are looking out, kind of to the east there. They look like they're trying to clear out a little bit, and we don't need that. Hopefully the next clouds will come on in and kind of block that from happening. But nice little view there of those modest clouds. It's a really pretty view there, looking off to the east. Yeah, I don't blame you, Larissa and Bradley, honestly. I hear you. I wouldn't want to be out driving in that mess either. I hear you. Yeah, it's a mess out there for sure. All right, so let me go ahead and clear areas. If you're in Langston, severe threat is west of you. If you're in Section, severe threat's west of you. Dutton, it's west of you. Scottsboro, primarily the severe threat's west of you as well. If you're in Woodville, you're just now getting this storm. So, again, they're not extending this warning. Hopefully they'll go ahead and drop it. Very heavy rain. There's going to be some embedded hail and some gusty winds. This thing's moving off toward Gurley, Woodville, Paint Rock, Nat Mountain, Garth, Pleasant Groves. I mean, this thing's moving very slowly, so it's not moving quick. There's going to be some very heavy rainfall with it. But primarily, I don't see, by my radar, I don't see any damaging winds in this storm right now. So that's good. Still haven't indicated damaging winds yet. So hopefully this warning will cancel very shortly. But I've been looking at velocity the whole time, and I'm not seeing what I would call damaging winds. I see strong winds, currently moving through Paint Rock, Woodville area. Now, there is some signatures showing up that's embedded in there that could be anywhere between 30 and 50 miles per hour, but that's as high as I've seen it so far. Yeah, 30 to 50 miles per hour possible with that, but that is really all I'm seeing. But yeah, if you're in Fort Oglethorpe, and I know I didn't say that right, so don't yeah, I know I didn't say that right, but if you're up there, honestly, if you start driving back toward Alabama, you're going to drive right back through the same storm that just passed because this thing's not moving hardly at all. So, yeah, it's a mess. And we've been live almost 2 hours. Well, Courtney, I'm telling you now, I wouldn't be out there walking in that at all. No, 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 no. If your hair is standing up, that means that you're very likely to be about to get hit by lightning. So, I don't recommend that. That's what they taught us in training. If your hair ever starts standing at ends, you better get down. Cover your face and eyes and hair and get as low, or your ears up and get as low as you can to the ground because you're about to get hit by lightning. So, yeah, that's not a good thing, Courtney. Not at all. That is a very bad sign. So, you're very, very fortunate that you're on here talking. No, these storms can strike a long ways out. If you can still hear thunder, definitely not. Definitely not good. But yeah, that is the first time that anybody has ever told me that, besides me personally experiencing it, and that was when I was almost hit by lightning a few years ago. So definitely not the sign that you want is when your hair starts standing up. That's a bad sign. That means you need to get out of there. But yeah, this storm is still pretty close to Rainsville, so a stray strike, is not out of the question. Well, right now we're watching them, and they will move into parts of DeKalb and then through Jackson. I'm hoping that our atmosphere stays where it's at, where it's 70 degrees. There's no sun outside yet. I'm hoping these storms here hurry up, get on through here in a less favorable environment instead of waiting until the sun comes back full blast and recharges everything back up, because then we're going to have more severe storms coming through. Right now, there's a severe thunderstorm warning for Lafayette and Tryon, Georgia. All that's going to be pushing in our direction. Now, that stuff there toward Tryon's moving pretty quick. There's some hail and some high winds with it. But again, I'm hoping that it gets here before the atmosphere has time to recharge. And it's moving pretty quick from the east to the west. So hopefully, looks like that severe thunderstorm warning was just canceled out and replaced with a special weather statement. So while I got time, I'm going to get out here and get some stuff done. But a strong thunderstorm will impact northern Marshall, southwest Jackson, and southeastern Madison through 3:30. Wind gusts 50 to 55 mile an hour, pea-sized hail. Locations impacted: Huntsville, Scottsboro, Redstone Arsenal, Owens Crossroads, Grant, Skyline, Gurley section, Woodville, and Alabama A&M University. So let's get ready to wrap it up while I've got a moment to do so. We'll wrap the stream up with our sponsors, and that will be RKG Automotive Group. If you need a new car, new vehicle, go check them out. And you can give them a call at 256-323-7323. Also, if you need a photographer, family gatherings, weddings, anything like that, go check out Sammy Brook Photography on Facebook. Give her a like. Does amazing work with photography there. So I'm going to get out of here and get something to eat and keep an eye on the storms out to the east while I got some time. So thanks for joining me. Sorry about the laggy stream and all that good stuff. But hopefully, fingers crossed, that these storms weaken out as they get further west. Take care, everybody. We're going to get out of here.
that severe thunderstorm warning, well, they canceled it, didn't they?